Now, very good morning, children and students, and I welcome you all for today's session of English language for class 12. Today, we are going to do transformation of sentences. It is question number 4C part in your question paper, and 10 sentences are asked over there. Now we are going to start. We are going to do transformation of sentences today. So under transformation, there are several topics which are covered. We are going to take example of each topic, or one or two examples from each topic, and we will solve them, and then we will proceed to the next topic. Transformation of sentences. See now, children, transformation of sentences means one sentence is given and you are told to write that sentence in another way. So while you are transforming the sentence, always remember that transformation is done keeping in mind that when we change the sentence from one form to the other, the meaning of the sentence should somehow remain very close to the meaning of the first sentence. The meaning should not be altered, only the form of the sentence should be altered. That is how we do transformation. That is what transformation is. Now, there are several ways of transforming. First of all, let us learn about sentence having adverb to. There are certain sentences in which adverb to is there. Now we are going to see how we solve those sentences which has adverb to, how we rewrite those sentences, and what are the instructions that are given for removing adverb to. Removal of adverb to. Now, see. Removal of adverb to. For example, if it is written, it is too cold to go outside. It is too cold to go outside. I have written it is too cold to go outside. And what sort of transformation is this? In this type of transformation, we have to remove to. So whenever we are removing to, remember that when we rewrite the sentence, we always use so and that. We use so and that. So how will we rewrite? We can write it this way. It is so cold . So cold that we cannot go outside. Clear? It is too cold to go outside. It means that it is very cold outside and we cannot go. So, when we are writing, we will write it is so cold. It is so cold. It is cold. The level of the degree of cold is very much. That we cannot go outside. Clear? Whenever we are removing adverb to, we use so and that in our sentence to complete the sentence, and it gives the complete meaning to the sentence. Let us take another example. If I say, the box is too heavy to be lifted. The box is too heavy this type of sentence, as I have already told you in this example, that we use so and that. So how will we write? Can anyone tell me how will we write? We will rewrite this sentence also using so that. So we are going to write, the box is so heavy that it cannot be lifted. Clear? Now there is one more situation. There is one more condition in such sentences. There is no negative word in all these sentences, but sometimes it so happens that the sentence contains a negative word with adverb to as well. So now let us see what we do in those type of sentences. It is too clever not to see through your tricks. It is too clever. Sorry. We are not talking. We don't write it. We write he. He is too clever not to see through your tricks. Now whenever we use words such as not, cannot, not and all, it means that it is a negative word. So whenever there is a negative word in a sentence, always remember that subordinate clause becomes positive. Always remember that subordinate clause or the supporting clause becomes positive. Now how will we write in such sort of such sentences? We have to use so that. So we will write, he is so clever that. He is so clever, negative becomes negative changes into positive. So we will write subordinate negative clause changes into positive. So we will write, he is so clever. He is so clever that he sees through your tricks. Okay. Whenever there is a negative word in the sentence, always remember that in such sentences, subordinate clause becomes positive. So we have written, it is too clever not to see. He is too clever not to see through your tricks. So we will rewrite saying, he is so clever that he cannot. He is so clever that he sees through your tricks. Clear? Is this much clear to all of you? What is passive voice? Who is going to tell me? In active and passive voice, always remember that when we are changing an active sentence into passive sentence, then the object becomes the subject and the subject becomes the object. Reversal is done. That is very simple and that applies to all the active and passive sentences. Okay? Is it clear? Very simple rule says that object will become subject and subject will become object. And then similarly, If we are changing from passive to active, subject will be, as subject is becoming object in passive sentence when we are transforming from active to passive. Similarly, from passive to active, object will again become subject and subject will again become object. Reversal is there. That is what active and passive voice is. Okay. For example, if I say he rode a bicycle. He rode a bicycle. The bicycle was rode by him. Okay, he changes into him. Whenever we are writing such sentences, he changes into him, she changes into her. So these are the rules which is there for active and passive. Small rules are there. All of you please go through it. They are there in your books. Okay. So now let us see how we transform when I am saying this. When I am saying that in an active sentence, if there is an object in active sentence, when we are transforming that sentence from active to passive, that object will become subject. And if there is subject in active sentence, when we are transforming from active to passive, that object in that sentence will become subject, and subject will assume the form of object. For example, I say, I love my motherland. If I say, I love my motherland, what will be my, what is the subject and what is the object? I is the subject and motherland is the object. So in such sentences, always remember when we are transforming from active to passive, that object will become subject and subject will become object. Reversal will be there. So, my motherland is loved, and I will become me. I will always become me. In active to passive, I will always become me. And we will use by me. My motherland is loved by me. Is this much clear? If I write, he directed a film. If I say he directed a film, film is an object over here and directed is he is a subject over here. So film will become subject now and he will become object and he will change to him. A film was directed by him. A film was directed by him. Is this much clear to all of you? Is this much clear to all of you? Is this is the active and passive sentences, they are most easiest form of sentences to transform, remember. Okay, we just have to change the subject to object and object to subject. Is this much clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next type of transformation is through transforming the degrees that are there in the sentence, the degree from positive to comparative to superlative. So, degrees of comparison. Now, degrees of comparison, as we all have studied, there are three degrees of comparison. They are positive, comparative and superlative. So, sometimes it happens that a sentence is given as positive sentence and we are asked to write superlative degree or sometimes comparative degree. So, we are going to do that. Who is she? And we change the degrees of adverb or the word that is adverb or the word that is adjective in a sentence. So that is also known as transformation. Now let us see how we do it. If I write, no other person is as honest as he is. person is as honest as he is. What will be the what is the how will we change it into comparative degree? This is a positive sentence. No other person is as honest as he is.
Ma'am, no other person is more honest than him.
No, whenever we are writing no other, always remember that in comparative degree we write he. Or for example, we can write it this way: he is honest than any other person. Than any other. This is comparison. Comparison is being done. This is a positive degree. Now this is a comparison, and now superlative. We have where he is honest than any other person. Now this is comparing. This is where we are comparing him with the other person, and that is why we are saying he is honest than any other person. Now when we are writing superlative degree, we are going to tell that he is. No one is more honest than him. So how will we write superlative degree of it? He is most honest. He is the most honest person. He is the most honest person. Now this is superlative degree. Positive. No other person is as honest as he is. Then comparative where we are comparing him with other people, and we are saying that he is honest than any other person. Then superlative means he is honest. We are assuming that he is honest. So we will say he is honest than he is the most honest person. Okay, now we are not comparing, now we are not saying any positive sentence, we are just telling that he is above all. So that tells the superlative quality. That is why we have written he is the most honest person. Clear? Clear? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now if I write nobody is as lucky as you. If I say nobody is as lucky as you, nobody is as lucky as you. Now this is a positive sentence. How will you write it into comparative sentence? You are luckier will change into luckier is a adverb. It will change in lucky will change into luckier. IER we will add. Then it will change into then it will become comparative degree. Nobody is luckier. You are luckier than anybody else. You are luckier than anybody else. Okay, luckier. Now this becomes comparative degree. IER is comparative. IEST is superlative. So you now when we will write superlative degree, how will we write? You are luckiest of all. You are luckiest of all. You are luckiest of all. Superlative degree. Okay, is this much clear to all of you? I will share a table with you where you'll be able to understand degrees of comparison very easily. Is it clear? Is this much clear to all of you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice
Now this is all what we this is all for today's class. In our next class, we are going to talk about the different types of sentences and how we transform each type into the other. Till then, take care and goodbye. Thank you so much.